Nope. There we go. Y'all can see the screen?
Yep.
Okay. So this morning, the driver, he sent over his Raycon, his BOL. So right here, as you see here, this one here, it says delivered, but it's pending. So when they're pending and it was delivered, you'll get this yellow, like this orange color. That's letting you know, hey, it was delivered. You need to attend to this. So here, when it's green, it's paid. When it's just white, it's been dispatched, but they haven't did anything. It just showed that they en route. So here's the load. So the cool thing about it is it lets you know each step of the way. So you just click on that one. It's telling me that he completed this one at 8:24. He picked it up at 8:24. Then over here, the delivery is stamped. He delivered it at 5:55:14. So we even go down to the second. So that let me know, okay, so this is completed. So now what I need to do is it's completed right here. So now I need to come down here to the document exchange here. So I'm gonna come in here and here, this is Matthew. So this is load. So I would click this BOL. So this is a picture of the BOL. So I'm gonna click here and I'm gonna check to make sure this BOL is nice. So I'm looking at it, everything look good. I got a signature, a time, a date on here, driver's copy. It says strict bill of lading. So here, all I'm gonna do now is just download this. So I'll give it a name. So I'll put, so it don't really do too much for me. I hit save. So the BOL look good to me, right?
Mm-hmm.
So now what I'll do, check to make sure it's downloaded. So now what I'm gonna do is, since the BOL look good to me, I'm just gonna hit here, hit this little green button here.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna open up. Right here, say accept or reject. It look good to me, so I'm gonna hit accept. Hit save. Close it out. So now it's saying that this BOL was accepted. So now all that's done, I come out of here, go back to this load. So now this load, okay, this load here. Now I need to change this because I'm finna go into the next step. So I do this. The only reason I do this is because if I have to go do something else, I gotta take a phone call, if I gotta do anything, I'm just gonna put here, sent to factory. So that's just a reminder for me to let me know, okay, this is the next step where I'm at with it. So I'm right here with it. So now what I'm gonna do is go over to OTR. But first, let me copy this load number. So I keep this open as well. So let me copy the load number. So now I'm gonna create a new load. Invoice. So go to invoice right here. You go to invoice board. So when you go to invoice board, it's pulling up your carriers. So you go here.
People, unlock and stuff or whatever. I don't know, but they ain't got nothing to do with me.
So here, I'm gonna pick that driver right here. This is him.
Mm-hmm.
I pick there. Now I'm gonna create a new invoice. Now, sometimes you may forget who the driver, what broker is you use. So you can just go back in here and you can see, oh, it's TQL. So you'll come back over here. You just start typing total quality and it'll automatically pop up for you. So you go right there. Now, remember when I copy and paste that load number, I put it right here for invoice number. I'm put it here for PO number. Now, go down here and you do the add. So now, I'm come over here. I'm going to type in universal. And will automatically start pulling up for me. Oh, guess not. It usually just come right on up. There we go. Universal part right there. So it's gonna give me those now. Then I come back, double check it. I type in that. It should automatically just start populating for me right there. Now it's gonna give me those miles. Now let's see how much this load paid. So the load paid 1100. So don't look at this. This is telling you how much the driver is getting paid. So it already subtracted my dispatching fee. So right here, see, load pay 11, 7% deducted. So it's $77. So you come back in here. Now watch. So everybody see here, the dispatching fee is blank.
Empty.
So now you just type in. And there you go. Now you're gonna hit save. So once you hit save, it's gonna be this color. So don't panic. All that means is you still have to complete it because it don't have no paperwork. So you come in here. You're gonna go to the POD. So remember the POD is the BOL. It's the BOL until they sign it. So once they sign it, it becomes a POD, proof of delivery. So now you click file. I go here, upload that. Bam, is right there. Then I'm going and click and do the rate con. I'm go right here to his rate con. So now what I always do before I hit save is come here, just double check to make sure you got all the right documents. Okay, I got the BOL and I got, and just check the location, the pickup and drop off. There you go. Now, the thing I like about this is for every load you do, they're gonna automatically send over a NOA. So this is the NOA here. It just automatically will populate that NOA for you. See, notice of assignment.
Each transaction will be four documents like you have right there.
Yep. Yep.
Okay.
Now, everything good. I hit save. I'm done. So now it's yellow. So what I would do is come back over here. I know that it's gonna get paid because it's nothing wrong with this load. So just to save yourself some time from having to go all the way back and forth, and keep double checking, you would just hit paid, go there, close it out. So now you see it's green, paid. Now, once you do that, you can come over here to invoice status. This is the only time you would keep it on center factoring is right here when it's orange like this. When it's orange like this, you know it's something wrong. So you need to call the person who put the note in there, which is Jordan. So you just get on the phone and call Jordan. And whoever is your account manager, he has a team. So when you talk to that account manager, like my account manager is Brady, talk to him and just start talking to his team. Start talking to everybody. Add your account manager, hey, can you let your team know I'm gonna have a lot of carriers coming through, so we all can be on the same page with it. They're more than willing to do that. Because just like now, Brady is gonna be out of town. So Jordan and Jessica know I may be calling them next week with an issue. And it's sometimes not even an issue because all these carriers got a different cutoff time. And sometimes they're not able to get the paperwork in like right away. So you can actually call your account manager and they will push it through so that driver can still get paid today or that day. So don't just because they tell you, hey, you ain't make the cutoff time, you got to wait till tomorrow. No, because sometimes that cutoff time can affect you too. So whatever they didn't get it in time on Wednesday with their cutoff time. So like out here, some of their cutoff times is at 9 o'clock in the morning here, but they didn't get in time till like 9:30. Now, if you got it in there before the end of the day on Wednesday, your time, they'll still pay you out. They'll still go on a check for you for Thursday. So look at it like this. If you got 800 in there and you just did a load that's going to be $200 commission. Oh, well, nope, you ain't make the time. Hell no, get on the phone and call them. Hey, look, can you push this through? Everything right with it and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I'll push it through for you. Now you got 1,000 being deposited tomorrow instead of 800, and that 200 sitting there waiting for next week.
Because their cutoff for processing is midnight on Wednesday, so they could pay you on Thursday, right?
Correct. Correct. Yep. So that's that's the whole process with that. So any questions on it so far?
No, nothing yet so far.
Now I'm about to put a load in the system. And this is the coolest thing. So I'm gonna come here. I have 2 loads that need to be done. And another thing, what I do too, I always put it in a folder. I create folders for them for their loads, and I just put the loads that I just done for them. I put them in a folder, so it's not clogging up my quick access board
In Easy Loads or on your desktop?
on my desktop.
Okay.
On the desktop.
Just a question right in my mind.
Uh-huh.
I was saying he took my question and answered or asked it already. That's the
Oh.
question I had. All right. For the folders.
No. Okay, so this is a TQL load. So Shanana, Emma, y'all see TQL, right? Y'all see this TQL load?
Yeah.
So remember yesterday when I was telling y'all that all the loads are different? I mean, all the Raycons are different?
Yeah.
What y'all see different on this load, on this? You see no address, right?
Yeah.
So this is what TQL does. So TQL will send over what they call a driver instruction. So see, this is the driver instructions with all the information as far as where he's picking up, where he's dropping off at, and everything.
Okay.
So they send a separate sheet with the information. It won't be on the same one.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. So this is what they do all the time. So actually, oh, I'm glad I did show y'all that because I messed up. That's not the load I got to put in there. He got a C.H. Robinson load, which is right here. All right, so this is C.H. Robinson. So you see how different this one looks from the other one? So you got a C.H. Oh, this is a C.H. Robinson load. Okay. I'm glad I did stop to show y'all that because hell, I would have messed up. All right, so this load here, I'm about to put it in. So this is going Tuesday, and he drops off on Wednesday. The broker will be C.H. Robinson. The driver is Daniel Powers. Over here, all I have to do is start typing in the city. And it's gonna do a drop down box for me already. So see, it's doing the drop down for me. Just need a
Wait, so I'm confused. If you doing Daniel Powers, it say TQL, right?
no, this C.H. Robinson. C.H. Robinson is the broker. The driver is Daniel Powers.
And then the broker you get from down here in the orange, and then under broker it say yeah.
TQL. So the broker is the person that's actually gonna pay everybody for the load. That's who you talk to get the loads from.
Okay.
So that's who you talk to get the loads, is the broker.
So you see, so where did you get that from? Like, what you looking at to see that it's CHL? Because I'm just trying to follow as you're
Okay, I'm
doing
about
it.
to show you in 1 second. Remember, I'm working off of 2 screens.
Oh, okay.
So 1 second. I gotta type this in. Darn it. There we go. So I'm getting all of this information from here. This is what I'm filling in here. All of this. This the Raycon.
Oh, you did say you added in a load. Okay, I was looking at the ones that was already at the bottom, thinking you.
No. Look at the
Okay,
top. I'm doing the top right here. So you're gonna see that over here.
right, got you. Okay, get it.
So come in here, put that. So remember, you always gotta put that PO number in there. Because remember, that's how they're gonna identify that load. If you need a call on it or they call you about it. And that's gonna help you with it all the way around. So now over here, I'm gonna click upload. So now I'm gonna upload this BOL. I mean this Raycon right here, which is this one here. Hit save. So once I do that, you'll see exactly where that goes once I do that. So now I'll just hit, let me double check to make sure if there's any like important notes. So you know what, I'll do this to make it, to let him know what he's hauling. And I'll just put that in there. Now I'm gonna hit create load. So now you see this is the load that's created here. So now I gotta go back in here. Now, let me put, so see, it's letting me know from here to here is only 79 miles. So let me go in here and I'll just put actually the rest of the information about this load for that driver. So this is a first come, first serve. It gives me a time limit between 7 o'clock and 7:30. So I want to do 6. So you can get that little, so I make sure he's there on time. And this one is from 8 to 3. I'm gonna do 7. Oh. 8 to 4, so I'm gonna do 3 p.m. just to make sure he's there on time. Then I'll put the street in here, right here. I'm gonna put the phone number in. The notes, I'm gonna put here in notes. Pickup number.
Would you tell him it's first come first serve, or you just let him know he has to be there at 6:30 a.m.?
Now I just let him know he got to be there at 6:30 a.m. because I don't want him knowing the time like that, because
That's a big window.
Yeah, and then they can sit here and drag their feet or anything. So
Okay.
normally what I do is I just hit 6:30. So like the earlier the better, because they know it's first come first serve. Oh, I got time. I'll take another nap, or I get up at such such. What if you oversleep and what if you run into traffic? So you hit save. So see that's put in there. Now I go to the second part, the delivery. Come here, put the in there. Appointment time. Appointment time. I'm gonna give him 9 o'clock because it's first come first serve. Is they open at 8 to 3. So I give him 9 just to be on the safe side so he can get a little sleep. You know what? No, I don't have to do that because it's not that many miles, so he'll get his rest.
After.
Exactly. Let's get that delivered first. Then you come here, drop that. So here I got the reference number. I'm just gonna put that reference number in there. You hit. Now
And
hit
these
save.
your drivers, they're home on weekends and afternoons, or they just run until Friday, whatever they got.
No, they Monday through Friday, they home on weekends to reset. They home on Fridays to do their reset. So now, remember that the documents that I say, the DOL, I mean the Raycon that I say is right here. It's right here for 'em. So now, come in here, the load is right here. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna email him the load itself, with the Raycon, just to make sure he has it in his possession. So right there. So it's letting him know that I'm sending over Raycon and giving him the appointment time anyway. So even if he don't want to open it up in the app, he'll see it right here. So now it's telling him exactly how many miles. So empty miles is 79 miles. It's a total of 216 miles. Then I just hit send. Okay, that was send. Now, what I do now is you go here to your status, you go to dispatch, you click that check button, it's done. So now it's dispatch. So it's letting them know, hey, you got building material. So when he is ready for that load, he's gonna go to his phone and he's gonna hit that new load and he's gonna hit go. And when he hit go, it's gonna go from dispatch to en route. So I would just see it when I open that load up, I'm gonna see en route. So I know, oh, okay, that driver is on his way to that load. And
And
once
so
he
you anything you edit, any edits, I'm sorry, any edits you make to this load, after you send it to him, happens in real time and he sees
yep,
it.
it happens in real time.
Okay.
It happens in real time. So now once it go from um en route and he hit complete all the way around, it's gonna look like this. It's gonna say completed. So now I know to go in there and do what I need to do to finish this load to close it out. And once I close it out, if I don't have no more loads that I need to book or do anything for, you just keep on going with your day. And that's pretty much it right there from start to finish.
And on the driver's side, it only tells him what he needs to know.
Right. It only gonna show him the load, where he's picking it up at, where he's dropping it off at, the PO number, the pickup number, anything that I put in those notes.
The appointment time and all that.
Exactly.
Okay.
That Raycon come from his app.
No, that's why I sent it to him in the email.
Okay.
That's the reason why I sent it to him in the email. So he can get it. So he will have it and he'll know exactly how much the load is paying and all that good stuff.
All right, so the four documents are rate con, BOL, NOA, and POD.
But that the NOA is gonna come from the factoring company. So you not even that's gonna automatically populate.
Okay, so you just worried about the first two.
All you sending over is the Raycon and the BOL. That's it. Everything else is coming straight from the factoring company.
All right, so the last two, the POD is the when the one their driver signs, and then the last one is the factoring company paying you.
Right. The factoring company is gonna pay me because they already took, like when I just did that load, they already took that 77 out.
Okay.
So that's already gonna be deducted. So once they deduct that, so this is what it looked like when they deducted. So you can come over here to your dispatch escrow account. So see, this is still yellow, so they haven't done anything with it. So once they approve it and pay it out, it goes in here to what they call the dispatch escrow dispatcher. So all your loads will tally up here, and they'll pay you out there for them all. And then when
And
it's
this is
all said and done, you'll have what they got right here, like a rebate, showing that, okay, this is what we're paying you. But remember, I said you can actually call your account manager and they can push it through. Because see here, this day here, that's all it was gonna be. But I know I had another one that was gonna make it. So I called him and said, hey, can you push that through? And he went on and pushed it through. So instead of me getting just one rebate form, I got two rebate in forms, and it was deposited yesterday morning. So when you do your loads and you submit everything, it's gonna go into your dispatch escrow account, and they released that on Thursday morning.
and so what you're showing us right now is real, right? So, but
Huh?
everything is closed right now. The last screen you were on, that orange and yellow screen, yeah.
Yeah,
So that's real,
these are real. I just did
right?
this load. This the load I just did.
Right. So what I'm saying is everything's closed right now. So those won't, what color should they change to when they're
Well,
taken
this one
care of?
here, this one here that's orange.
Uh,
This is something that was screwed up. I don't know what's going on with that because you see it. They keep going in there messing with that, and I don't even dispatch this guy no more. His truck broke down, so I don't even know what this is about. But this one here,
517.
but this one here, right here,
Mm-hmm.
when they approve it, it's gonna turn green, and then once it
Okay.
turns green, it's gonna stay in here for like maybe another hour or so. Then it's gonna go
And
from
then fall
green
off.
to disappear, and then you once it go, you can just come into your dispatch escrow account, and you can just see right
And it should be
there.
right there.
Right, it will be right there
Okay.
for you. So see, it's two more in here that need to be done. This one and this one. So
So
I,
you know those were delivered. So you would make a call to your team and say, hey, look, such and such invoice needs to be pushed through, and they would take care of it for you.
yeah, they'll take care of it.
All right.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to ask, you know. It doesn't hurt to ask. Yes, Denise.
I forgot my question. I forgot my question.
Okie dokie. So that's basically how it goes. So we got two more to put in. So there's two more in here that need to be put in. So this one here, uh, Jeremy. So I can come right here, go right here to Jeremy. Let me check this. Okay, BOL look good. Come here, give it a name. It's JB Outlaw. JB Outlaw.
So as far as looking good to you, when you look at that form, what are you looking at to make sure that it looks good to you?
Is it clear? It's not fuzzy. You can read it. So see, they can see the date. They can see a signature and everything.
Uh-huh.
They can see the material, everything. Because if when it's just all blurry and look like somebody just basically like threw it at the wall, or they was, they did it in the dark. That's kind of bad. That's what you don't want. So that's good. So I would just come here, hit this green button, y'all. Hit approve, save. So now I'm gonna close that one out. So it's approved. I'll go back to loads. I'm gonna go back to this one here for Jeremy. So I got to keep this open so I know exactly what I'm doing.
So,
So now, thanks, Kevin, because I sure was gonna say what company is that?
Landstar.
Right. So come in here. So I'm gonna JB Outlaw. Create load. So now we're gonna do Landstar. So it's right here. We'll do that. I'm gonna hit add. Where is this going to? It's Tennessee, right? Yep, Tennessee. Come over here. I'm do King Mountain, Carolina, right? Yep, North Carolina. What's this? Is pen 10-5. Okay, 10-5. So it's 73. And two, which y'all can do also too, you can come over here and check the billing, and you can double check like, oh, okay, 73.50. Then you can cross reference 73.50. So you come in here. I'm gonna hit save. Come back. Upload this POD that I just put in here. JB Outlaw. Go here. I gotta just find that load real quick. JB Outlaw, which is this one. Let me double check it. Make sure everything match. So see, Kevin, the notice of assignment automatically populates.
Mm-hmm. The all is right there.
Yep. And then the
And
last star. Yep.
please come.
Make sure the dates match. He picked it up yesterday, dropped it off today. So now all I gotta do is hit save. It's yellow. Go in here, check the status. As you see, I got 2 yellow in there. I'm done with that one. So now I know it's gonna get paid out because there's no hiccups. I will go here to paid. Close it out. So now you see that one's paid. So this is the last one here. So remember, I always say, go back and take the ones that I did and just put them in their folders. So I don't have to go back and forth trying to figure out which ones was which.
Are you doing 10-12 next?
Yep. That's
Daniel Powers.
Yep, that's the next one.
Okay.
So here, I'm gonna copy and paste that. Copy and paste that. So now let me go in here. So y'all notice every time I approve one of those BOLs, they disappear. So see, they all accepted. So now this is the last one. So I just come in here. See, now this is kind of fuzzy, but it's still doable. It's still, you can still read it, especially down here and everything.
Yeah.
So this is not on the driver. So this is not something where, hey, I need you to clear this up. It's faded away. So I can't have him.
But you can still read the dates. You can still read
Exactly.
the BOL number and all that.
Exactly.
You still have like basic information that you need to say, look, this is what it is.
Exactly. So, but sometimes you may get somebody to sit here and say, hey, can you send us a better copy of it? And you're like, how? So there, you will run across somebody that will do that.
This screenshot is from your driver's phone uploaded to the Easy Loads.
Well, easy loads is like it's just like you're doing a check. You know how you take a picture of a check?
Mm-hmm.
That's how they
Scan
scan
it.
it. Yep. So it's a button on there that says scan the BOL, and it will upload it right there for them.
Okay.
So let me go back up in here real quick. Go to that board. So remember, that's Daniel Power right here. Create new invoice. Come over here. This is a TQL load. So come here.
Hey, those numbers right in front of the TQL.
That's
What do those mean?
that's the MC numbers.
Yeah, that 3225.
Yep. That's the MC number.
Okay.
Because the brokers and drivers got to have MC numbers. They must have MC numbers. So I'll show you in 1 second. You got to have an MC number. Just got that here. There we go. Let's see what's going on here. So we go here. LD 16 miles. And I think this paid like 450 if I'm not mistaken. Yep, 450. So come here. Invoice. Go to edit. So now I'm gonna add this POD, remember? Add the POD. Add that Raycon now. Before I hit save, I want to double check. See, there go the NOA. See, NOA, the BOL, the Raycon. So I see everything there. Now I hit save. So now I go over here to invoice status. Now it's 3 in there. So those 3 there would be invoiced on Tuesday. But any other ones that I got that need to be done, they will be in there as well. Yep. So now, no, they're gonna be submitted.
Yeah,
because I
you have
got Because I
Yeah,
got
for
into
350 a
Wednesday.
week after.
Well, no, those gonna be submitted on Wednesday. I mean on Tuesday. So they'll probably get approved Tuesday, probably
Wednesday at
around
latest.
Tuesday afternoon. But I still got drivers that's gonna be out Tuesday. If I can get their stuff in by Wednesday evening before closing, they can all those can go in there at one time. They all can be paid out at the same time. So it's just basically a race against the clock. But normally what I have seen with like OTR, when the holiday comes around, they kind of give you that extra day. So you'll get like 2 paydays. Like you'll get that Thursday payday and then they'll give you that Friday payday.
As far on the driver's side, they get paid when you get paid.
No, they get paid. No, they get paid the next day.
24 hours.
Right. Drivers get paid the next
Okay.
day. They hold all your stuff. So if you have a good week where all your drivers are just moving, I mean, you can
They get
collect,
paid every other
right.
day.
You get a nice healthy check going through there. So
Yeah, the ones I was talking about was the ones that have dispatch next to them. So when you get to those on Tuesday and you get those, you invoice those, you get everything you just did plus those
it
three.
depends on what day they got to
All
drop off. It depends on the days that they're gonna
okay.
drop off. So see, these are they drop off dates. So this one here and this one here, I'm not getting nothing
Mm-hmm.
off of these until the following week because they drop
Week
off
after.
date. Right. See, they
Okay.
drop off date. So this one here is the 31st, which is Wednesday. So depending on what time he drops on Wednesday, we can probably make it.
That'll be a phone call.
Yeah,
Maybe.
exactly. Exactly.
All right.
So how many days out does the easy load board let you set days out? Like I know we can go out to like at least 5. Is that the same with this system right here, the TMS system?
What you
Or you
mean?
have a
Let's
choice?
look until the week after next week.
I'm confused because you can book your driver for the whole month if you want to.
Okay, and this TMS system will let you do that in this
Yeah.
one? Okay,
Yeah, you just put in dates. That's all. You can book them out. Hell, you got something for next year. You can put in there for next year. It'll just sit there. It would just sit there. I mean,
right,
there's no window or anything. And you want to try to
okay,
have it filled up to where you don't even have to be bothered with that driver. You see here,
yeah,
she picking up here, then she got these two here. So I don't have to be done with, and then she already picked up one load. So here, she she picked up on the 25th, so she dropping on the 30th. Now you turn right back around, she got something she picking up on the 31st. She dropping on the 2nd. On the 2nd, she's gonna pick
mm-hmm,
up on the 5th, then she dropped on the 8th. So come the 5th,
okay,
I'm gonna start looking for something that she can start picking up on the 9th and just keep her going.
mm-hmm,
Same thing with everybody.
yeah,
I book them all out because the more I book you out, the less I gotta do during the
mm-hmm,
week is try to find you something. So I'd rather get you completely done. I can go on and do something else. Because when you sit there and try to do them one by one, it's gonna be very stressful on you. And needless to say, you're gonna lose a lot of drivers because you're gonna find yourself having those drivers sit an awful lot.
Yeah,
Because
that's my main worry.
yeah, so okay, like let's say on Tuesday, you get everybody started on Tuesday. You get everything out on Tuesday. You put them all the way into probably next Tuesday. So come Friday. So when Friday come, all you got to do is start looking for something for Monday. Well, for Tuesday for next week. And then give yourself some time. So you don't see nothing on Friday. You still got an extra day. You still got Monday. Something is going to be there Monday. Then from Monday, you find what you need to find for Monday for them to pick up on Tuesday. You take them from Tuesday, if you can, all the way to next week. and you just keep looking. So when you find that one load, you just keep looking for that next load. You don't stop with that driver. Just because you got him 1 or 2 loads, you shouldn't be done. If you can
They
get
get ahead
him
of them.
multiple, if you can get him multiple loads, you honestly, you shouldn't even consider yourself done until you get to 5 loads, because that's giving you a nice cushion. And sometimes too, it's giving you a cushion to where you got enough time to find stuff so you can shop around. And if it's something that you think you may like for that driver and the broker is not budging, you don't have to take it. You can just move on. Okay, yeah, whatever. We're gonna go on to the next load. Compared to you got a driver sitting there and the driver calling you, I've been sitting here for 2 days now. What's up? Now you desperate to take anything. And when the brokers realize that you're not desperate to take anything, they show you a little bit more respect and they work better with you. They're not just gonna give you a plate full of garbage because they know you'll walk away.
So now that you got everyone booked out, right? Everything's on schedule, right?
Yep. So I got one more I got to put in here for I believe that's JB
When
Outlook.
you if you get to it, that schedule, can we go to that next and see it looks like on the schedule for those drivers so we could
Mm-hmm.
so I can see
Yep.
that? Yeah. Okay, cool.
Yep. Oh, okay. I didn't even see this. So this is the one that's gonna be paying 18. I thought, huh, okay. Yoxie. I'm liking it. All right. So now I'm gonna put in this load here for him for the 30th. So let's do this. So let's add a new load. And this is a C.H. Robinson load. So you come in here, I'm gonna put that BO, the PO in there. This is C.H. Robinson. Pick this up on the 30th. And you drop this off on the 31st. I never heard of this place. This is a city. Paul. This is a city. And it's going up to Virginia, West Virginia. Yep. So this will be this one. This one's paying 1,200. Hold on 1 second. All right, job. Y'all still there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
So now I go to the driver, which is Jeremy. So here I will upload that BO, this Raycon. Come here. So a lot of times what I do with the Raycons now is in the BOLs, I put the day, I put the company name, then I put the day they're supposed to be out. They're supposed to go out. So it's like 5:30. So when it's time to invoice it, I don't have to be all scattering all over. I know exactly JB Outlaw 5:30. So that was May 30th, he did that load and the PO number. Because this system here, it makes you get a little bit more organized. So I hit save, create the load. So here's the load. So I will just go here, go to Paul. So now let's go back up. Put that in here. So this is a appointment time. So the appointment time is at 12. So I'm gonna put, what time should I put, y'all? What time will I put?
1, 2, 1:30, 2 o'clock, maybe
11 o'clock.
Thank you,
11.
Thomas. It's
11.
12 o'clock is the
4.
pickup.
Okay. I thought you thought I missed it.
So you want to always give them at least an hour in case something happens where they run into traffic or anything. It's something that they can't control. Like prime example, this guy here. And I don't know why I did it. I think it was a blumber on my end, but it worked. It actually worked itself out. I actually put him in for 2 hours ahead of time that he needed to be there. And it was like 60 miles away. And I put in 2 hours. And the weirdest thing, he called me that morning. It was like, oh man, I'm sorry. Don't be mad. I was like, what happened? I overslept. I was like, you overslept? He's like, yeah. I was like, oh, wow. Don't worry. So I didn't tell him, well, you're still to make it there at your appointment time. Because if you tell your driver, oh, I always put you in 2 hours ahead anyway. They're going to remember that. They're going to remember that. They will remember that. And then they would just piggyback out there like, oh, well, don't even worry about it. I fell asleep. I'll get there. So I don't just say anything. I was like, okay, let me call the broker and see if I can get you a better time. So I didn't even tell him anything. I just said, yeah, I talked to the broker. The broker said, yeah, just get there as soon as you can. And he got there. He still made it there like 30 minutes before his scheduled appointment time. And the reason you want to do that is because like with C.H. Robinson and Coyote, especially those two, they monitor that on time if you're there early. And they started moving you up and give you better loads and everything. So, and two, when the brokers know that's how you dispatch your drivers, oh, they willing to give you anything. Because I can call Andy up at any time and just tell Andy, hey, look, yeah, well, you know, that driver, he's going to be there an hour early anyway. And he's like, yeah, I know. I forgot. So those are things that you just got to find little ways. Because remember, drivers are like little kids. They're going to do what they want to do, and they're going to meddle with any and everything. So it's better to just.
So if they make it there earlier than their time, then that's totally fine. But making it there later is when the issue is.
Bingo.
Okay.
Bingo. Now, the best part about it is when they get there early, and this is a thing that I want everybody to remember this. Just because that time say 12 o'clock, you as a dispatcher, call that driver, call that company and tell them, hey, look, my driver is not going to be able to make it there. What time do y'all stop receiving? And they say 3 o'clock. You say, well, look, my driver he got a real heavy load that he got to get unloaded. So before he get there to you, he going to have to clean that trailer out. So is it okay if he make it there by like 1:30? Yeah, sure. Yeah, that's fine. But they may have on there 10 o'clock in the morning. So you give me your driver a cushion, because remember, he's at another location. You don't know what's going on as far as them trying to unload him or load him. Now, this here, everybody, please get your pen and pad out, because this is very, very important. Y'all ready?
Mm-hmm.
Ready.
Whenever you book a load and you get a target load, if you got to do that load on a Monday, whatever day you do that load, never book your driver until the next day. Don't book him right after Target, because Target will have them sitting there anywhere from 6 to 9 hours before they get loaded or unloaded.
Mm.
So
That's
they're
good.
gonna get paid for detention, but it's just a fact. Don't, you, oh man, I see another load right here. You get unloaded at 10, you could probably make it there by 4. No, 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 not with Target. Not with
That's
Target.
consistently.
That's all the time.
Wow.
And
All right.
honestly,
So with Target, and if we get a load on Monday, do what?
you book it for Tuesday. You book them another load for Tuesday. You don't, and really it just depends on what time it is. So let's say they drop off or they got to get loaded Monday morning at 10, you book it
Hmm.
for Tuesday. Now if it goes into the evening where they gotta a load or unload at 2 or in the evening, you book it for Wednesday.
This is for pickup from Target or delivery to Target.
Both.
So pretty much, if I book a load for Target on Monday, Monday is
I
dead.
just use Monday as an example. So whatever day you
Yeah.
get, you book that load the next day or the day after. So it's not just Monday, it's whatever day of the week. If it's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, whatever, always book it the next day, depending on if it's between 10, if it's from 6 to 10, you can
That day
probably
is
book
dead.
it the next day. But if it's anything after 12 p.m., book it for the following, book it 2 days out, because they're going to be there anywhere, guaranteed anywhere from 6 to 9 hours, just sitting.
I'm short staff.
So basically, Target just got that whole day.
Exactly.
That's
Exactly.
what I'm. If let's say you have either a pickup or a drop off at Target for whatever day of the week, you pretty much consider that day that he's gonna sit there, and you
Yeah.
have to book, make sure you have some of him the next day.
Next day or the day after. Yeah.
Okay, okay,
Yeah.
got you.
Target is notorious. And the the shortest the shortest one I ever had with Target was the drivers was there for 7 hours. And even and this
Oh my
happened
God.
twice. And this happened twice. One time it was with C.H. Robinson, one time it was with Coyote. And both times I was like, oh well damn, they gone. They only been there for 7 hours. Like, wow, really? Man, they moving. I was like, damn, yeah, they moving.
That's so, and they pay detention fees with
Yeah,
no
they get paid
issues.
detention. Yes, they get paid detention.
Wow.
They get paid detention. And I had a driver there one time, and this was right before Christmas. It was the day after, the week after, no, it was the week before Thanksgiving. This guy sat there for 13 hours.
Mm.
Literally 13 hours. I was joking with him, like, hell, you might well just go to sleep. Hell, because he said it was 50 trucks in front of him.
Oh my gosh.
And
Whoa.
and here's another thing about Target. The thing you have to let your drivers know, because what's gonna happen is they're gonna call you and what do I do? Just tell them to calm down, tell them, get on the horn, call somebody that they know, and let them know where they at. Because what Target do, Target leaves a lot of product on the truck. So they
Oh
leave
wow.
stuff, they just overload it, and they don't care what they putting on there. So
Wow.
it could be anything, whatever you hauling, trust and believe you're gonna have at least 1 or 2 pallets left on the truck. I had a driver, matter of fact, the driver that was there for 13 hours, they had truck tires on the truck, and he didn't know what to do. And his wife calls like, they left these on there. I was like, yeah, that's what they do. How many truck tires you got? And she was like, he said it's like 7. It's like, okay, you need to be calling people up and telling them you got truck tires for $200 or $300 each.
Wow.
Oh my God.
I had a driver that was there for 10 hours, and he had dog food, and they left like a pallet and a half of dog food.
So
They
it's
had,
theirs for the taking after that.
yep, because they tell
But
you, they would
as
tell
far as
you
the detention fee goes, is a flat rate or is by the hour?
it's about an hour, so it's like $50 an hour.
They losing money.
It's like $50 an hour, and also too, tell your drivers never. Tell your drivers to always write the time in, because what Target does, and this is real slick, they'll wait 2-3 hours before they finna load you, and then they try to pay you that detention in. So I always tell my drivers, no, you write the time in, because they write the time in, they're gonna say you was right there on time, and a lot of people get gat like that. So
So when they get there, right the time that they arrive
yep,
on the BOL.
yep.
No,
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 not
no, no,
the
no, no,
on the
no, no.
POD.
You write it. No, you write it on the BOL after they sign it. Because because I wish I don't even have them no more. But if you write it in there the time you arrive, they'll scratch it out and put another time in there.
Oh,
So whenever you get a target load, just remember that whole day is gonna be dedicated to target. And if your driver get out anything like 8 hours, between 7 and 8 hours after that, hell, you did damn good.
You said tell them to write the time of arrival on after they sign it.
They tell them to always have them to write
after
the
they
time
upload.
after they sign the BOL. Have your driver write the time in that they got there and the time they left,
After they sign it. Okay.
so they can get their
What if,
detention.
so what if Target put the time?
If Target put the time, you just scratch that out and put it on top of it.
Oh, okay.
You just scratch it out and you put it on top. Because Target is gonna sit here and have you sitting there all freaking day. And I tell drivers that all the time, like, look, this is a Target run. And they say, oh yeah, I want that. Look, I'm letting you know
Okay.
now.
Just like
I'm letting you know now. You're gonna be sitting all day. So don't call me complaining about I'm still here. I'm telling you now, you're gonna be sitting all day. So you want this load. It pays good, but you're gonna be sitting. Plus, you're gonna get that detention time. So you want this. I done warned you. I mean, it's just like you tell somebody, hey, don't go in their yard, and their dog they got a big vicious dog in there, and they go in there and that dog bite them. Man, that dog big. I told you.
Mhm.
Now, and sometimes it's good in your benefit, because if it's nothing on that board, you can use that to your advantage to actually wait a minute or two to find something else.
Buy some time, look for loads.
Right. So, but Target do pay now. Target will pay you. You're gonna get paid and you're gonna get your detention, but just be prepared. And I don't want y'all booking something else for that driver. You got one load, and then you gave them that 3-hour window to get unloaded, and it's not a short miles, and you book something else for them, and you got to cancel that load. So now
Count
that
that
making you
DHS.
look bad. That's gonna make you look bad, and that's gonna put a ding on that driver. So when you get a Target load, just chop it up for the day. You got to charge that to the game, because Target, that's what they do.
Oh.
If it's between 7 and 8 hours, they got you in and out. Hell, you did damn good. But yes, Target is notorious for that. That's just their MO. Because you even see it where you talk to a broker, they don't even be hesitant to say like, oh damn. Well, how long was you there? They just say, well, okay, all right. Just send me over the time they checked in and check out. Because they already know how Target is. They already know. So it's not even no debate. They already know. So yes, target, you get target, just be prepared and let your driver know, hey man, you're gonna be here a minute. You're gonna be here all day. And sometimes it could be like maybe 3 trucks there. They still make you wait that long. Cause I had April, she sat here and sent me a picture. Like it's only 3 trucks there, and they still ain't did nothing with me. I've been here for like 9 hours now. Like, April, what did I tell you? I know, I know. It's like, yeah, you wanted this load. So this is just how they do. So when y'all get those, just give your drivers heads up. Give them fair warning. Okay. So let's get back to this. So when you come in here, I'm already done with it. Now I'm about to change this to dispatch. Is dispatched. I can close it out. So they all here. So now, Kevin, you wanted to go to that dispatch board. So you can see here how they out for the whole week. So as you see here, so see they got it going. So that's how it would be, and then I can keep stretching it all the way out. So see here, Victoria, I can just keep going. See, I'm all the way into August now. See, Victoria.
Could you drag and drop one person's schedule into someone else's schedule if that driver couldn't make it?
Um,
Like could you grab April's and drag it onto Matthew's if he said, hey, look, April said I'm sick this week. And I said, Matthew, could you do this for me? And you just drag that from there down to
so
his
what you would do is you would come in here and go to this load, and you would just change the drivers. So you would just
okay,
change out the drivers.
and that would just switch it automatically.
Right. Yep. It would
Okay.
just change the
Okay.
driver. So you would just go in
All
there and
right.
change the driver there. And then it would come out of April's app and go into Matthew's app.
All right. That's it,
And
nice.
and the reason I didn't put all the drivers in here, because I put these 5 drivers in here, well, 6 drivers, because these are drivers that I trust the most to be honest with me and let me know how things work. And they the ones that I can rely on to actually do it the proper way.
Okay.
Because I got some
That
drivers that
green, that green, that green tab that says hired, what does that mean?
that's just the form that you when you set up your drivers. So it's just a way to say, yeah, they hired you, or you, if they a company driver, if they a owner operator, it's just okay, they hired you. If they're a company driver, you hired them.
Okay.
And then here, when it's owner operator, it's automatic. You just put, like, remember, if you charging 7%, you want to put that 93 in there.
93. Mhm.
Right. So you want to put that in there.
And that green check next to the IFTA, that means you're handling it for them?
Um, I can. It's saying
Uh,
that it's just letting you know that it's automatic. It's gonna automatically calculate it.
okay, okay.
Now you take
As
that
they go.
off, right? So you take that off. They're gonna have to do it on their own. But you click that, you can. That's just letting you know that it is tracking that IFTA for them.
Every load you do, it just adds it to it. All right. Okay.
Yep. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Why y'all so quiet? Normally y'all talking.
I was
You
talking to
said,
myself.
hold on. We thought you was coming right back. We didn't know.
Yeah, I'm used to y'all talking. I walk away or something. I'm used to y'all talking.
Everybody doing good tonight? Everybody's on mute.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
doing well. I was just relaxed and
You had an accident?
no, I said I was ready to ask that. Was everybody doing well?
Oh,
And
I'm
what they
sorry.
had plans for the weekend?
I,
Graduation time. I'm headed to
sorry.
Atlanta.
Exactly. All these graduations and parties and birthdays and yeah, I'm getting broke. Yeah, but I got bottles.
I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. Okay, so anything else y'all want to see on here? So who all signed up, logged into it? Because I can
I
check.
did. Isabel, I did.
I was actually curious to see how you took everything from the old TMS and copied it and pasted it into this TMS.
Oh, okay. Yep. Perfect. I'm right on that, Kevin. Y'all see the screen?
Yep.
I see this
Okay.
one here.
So I would just come in here. I did this. So I went to new, then I opened up another screen. I went right here to, and all I did was just copy and paste. So let's say, let's do, let's do this one. So I just go in here, copy the name.
Okay. So you just go field by field and just copy and just paste it
Yep,
into a new one. Okay.
that's all. Just put it in there piece by piece. And then you just go here. You know, that's Dallas, Texas, the zip code. And that's all you do.
All right.
And that's it. And that's it. And that's it. And then you hit save. And then you just come down here. You know, this is an owner op. So you come here. You're going to do that 93.
93.
And then
Mhm.
you're going to hit that save. You hit that save button. And then when you hit that save, you hit that right here, hired. And then once you hit that save button, need a valid email address. I put the email in there, didn't I? Oh, shoot. No, it didn't. I put that damn phone number in there. Ah,
Mm-hmm.
all right. Go back. See, y'all see, I can't chew gum and walk at the same time, right?
Mm-hmm.
There you go. So you hit save. It's in there. Now they're here. So now I want to send them a driver invite. So you click that button for invite and it goes right to them. And now they're gonna be able to accept that driver, the mobile. And that's it.
And did you use as far as the contract goes, do you use the contract from the old TMS, or did you?
No, so actually what I did was I actually had, I'm still, because they already took out for my for this TMS. So I was still using this to just get the information that I need from them, and I'll just transfer everything over. But I also have my own contract that I did here with Dropbox. And I sent that to a couple of drivers today. I'm just waiting on them to go on and fill it out. And we're gonna see how that turns out. I sent it to like, I think what, 4 drivers today. So here's the
What,
contract here. So this contract here, I sent over to them, to that driver. So I sent them this contract, and it's just real simple. I can just sit here and put my name. So let's do this. And then here, carrier, setup, hit next, send for sign.
And then when they sign it, you would just add it back to the that tab you made for that driver in on your desktop.
Yep.
So,
Now,
okay, complete this
now I
out.
get an email. Now I'm gonna get an email letting me know that, hey, you got a you got a document to sign. So,
I am getting ready to do that tomorrow.
and you got 30 days free with this particular DocuSign, and it's like $20 a month, or you can just pay for the whole year, which is 180. So you come here, see here's that dispatch agreement.
Mm-hmm.
So review and sign. So it's letting them know here, look, these are the things that I need from you. Come here. They put the date there. And see Autumn Ray will populate the date for me. Then here's, then come down here.
Yeah, put the year up
Click.
top.
Huh?
Yeah, put the year right next to that.
What?
26, 23.
Yeah, what about?
No, I said it's that line right there. You gotta fill that out too. Right next
No,
to
that
526, 23.
the 23 will go here. So it just went all the way in right there for you.
Okay, cool.
And then here, they pick what they get. Come down here, click here, do your signature, insert, or you can just do here. This is how they will fill it out. Come there, click here. They put the MC number here. DLT number. Click, click. They fill all this out. They click what they got. They got a drive-in, flatbed. They just click it. They put here what the equipment they have. They click here. They want all 48 states. They put, you know, they gonna you know they're gonna do this, y'all. Y'all know they're gonna put $3 a mile, no matter what. No matter what you tell them, you know they're gonna do that. So, and then here, this is where they can give a description of their company, and then here, truck number. So let's say truck number is 1, 2, 3, 4. Trailer number is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They would just hit that, send it over there. Come down here, well, this right here, there, you hit next. Now you will go to your side, which is a lot easier and quicker to do. You can just go to your side.
So you click no for does driver need to have a copy of load information, but you'll send it to them anyway.
Well,
They don't
that's
need to have it,
that's
but you can send it to them.
well, no, that's talking about if they have a driver, because if they own
Oh,
the company,
okay.
you know they're gonna get it. But remember, you got some people that don't drive the truck, but they have a driver.
Okay, I understand.
I mean, you're gonna get on a rate con. You can't hold that hostage. Now you come over here, you go here. I don't know where I didn't go through yet. Oh, did it not go? I think it went over here. Oh, nope. But that's how you would get it. And then once they fill each stuff out, I think you get a notification back in here. And they got one that you can actually have them upload the documents, like the MC number and all of that. They have that where you can create a tab for that, but you only can pay yearly for that, and that's like $600, and that is not worth that. It's not worth that. So hell, they can just email me the documents that I need. But this is how you, and it only takes like 5 minutes to put all this stuff in there. It's like 5 minutes of work, and you can do it. You can pay $20 or you pay 180. $20 a month or 180 for the whole year.
Money I'm saving on the TMS and the 1, 2, 3 logo. I could just add it to this.
And your DAT.
Yeah.
So
Also, the integration with Easy and DAT is free.
mm, are we gonna go over this every week, y'all?
No, no,
I'm,
it's
I'm
not.
just checking to see if you're on
I
board.
was going to say, there you go.
I'm looking around to see this. I'm looking around to see if I'm being punked. Cause I'm like, I know good and well we ain't finna do this. That DA when they
Yes.
integrate, it's just making it easier for you to get to it. It's like you buy a Roku TV and you got Netflix on there. You still got to pay for Netflix.
Well, we great. Well, we got ready. We ready to order Roku now. I had to do. I'm sorry.
So yes,
Had,
it's
had to
not
do. I'm
no.
sorry.
And then the last thing they're looking to integrate is we waiting on is TQL, right? Or is it OTR?
OTR, but no, they're integrating a lot. They're integrating a lot of stuff because their project manager called me and said that I noticed you set up 2 accounts. Is everything okay? I explained to him what was going on. And he was like, "Oh, that's very smart. I never even thought of that." It was like, yeah.
Cool.
So is there any way that there could be a better discount for him? Oh, no, no, no. That's the best we can do. Like, okay. Well, it don't hurt
Gotta
to try.
ask.
Right. It don't hurt to
Exactly.
try. So he was telling me that they're actually working with a lot of companies. So they are going to be actually integrating some brokers
Cool.
like TQL, Coyote, places like that. They
Cool.
are going to be
Mhm.
actually integrating into it. CH Robinson is the first one on their list. So that he said that is in the pipeline. So I was kind of like joking, like, well, damn, you ain't got to go to like none of the load boards or anything. Just go right to your TMS and just find loads
Right.
for your drivers. He was like, yeah, that's our plan.
Right.
That's sweet.
And the
Right.
crazy thing is, the guy that created this, from what he was telling me, he never drove a truck in his life or anything. He saw some stuff on YouTube and was trying to make it a better way.
Wow.
And he was just trying to create an app. And it went from
Wow.
an idea to an app to
Wow.
this.
Wow. That's nice.
Yeah, so I can't wait to just integrate with OTR, because that's just a push of a button. You ain't got to do nothing.
Yeah.
So literally a push
That's
of a
nice.
button. Go ahead,
As
Denise.
long as we, as long as we grandfather in for one price, they don't increase the thing.
No, they not gonna change it. They not changing the price. Go ahead,
But
Denise.
after a while, I'm sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say after a while, do we really need DAT when we get like all the brokers and stuff on there?
Yes,
Not
you're gonna
necessarily.
always no.
We'll always
Don't,
need
no,
DAT.
no, don't get it twisted, y'all. You're gonna always need at least one load board.
Okay.
And just because the
Back up.
broker just exactly, you may not use it as much, but there's times
Yeah.
where brokers will tell you, I ain't got nothing.
Exactly. I remember
I
you
don't
had
see
said
nothing.
that.
I don't have anything.
Yeah.
So you're gonna always need it, but you just don't need as many load boards.
Yeah. Okay.
Because prime example, I'm paying 150 for truck stop, and I barely use truck stop. And I'm like, if I'm not using it, why am I even paying for it? Now I'm
Mm-hmm.
done with truck stop, and I let 123 load board go
Okay.
now. And it was hilarious. I called them and tell them I was letting them go. They gave me another 30 days free. So I'm like, okay, cool. But
Okay.
I'm gonna use the profit calculator until I can't use it no more, basically.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mainly only use DAT, and I only go on DAT to see what's out there. Because
Mm-hmm.
and the reason I do that is because I found out that like CH Robinson, whenever you see it on the side and say contact CH Robinson, they go to DAT and look to see what the market rate is for the
Oh.
last 15 days before they tell you, well, this is all we got in it. So I'll try to beat him to the
Got
punch.
it.
And when he asked me, when like Andy will ask, how much you think you're gonna want for this? I'll go right there and be like, well, we can do 11. I already done looked at DAT and said the average rate is 11. So I'm telling him 11, and they're
Mm.
gonna say, well, let me see if I can probably get you a little more. Okay, cool. Now, if I would have said 14, all they
Mm-hmm.
got is 11 in it. So I think you know, I'm gonna beat you to the punch. So that's
Exactly.
basically the only reason I use DAT. Really, I'll go on there sometimes and look for loads and post a truck over the weekend, so I can get some
Mm-hmm.
calls coming in Monday morning or Sunday to get the day started. So I got the brokers calling me. So when the brokers call me, I know you're in desperate need. You're calling me. So now I know I
Yeah.
hold all the cards.
Got it.
So, and when you post your truck, they do call. They
They do.
call. they call, and so that's one reason why it's good to have DAT, because you can put those trucks on there. So let's say you, hey Google, stop. So when you, Jesus Christ,
Mhm.
that thing, I'm telling you, I don't know about Google. So when you post your truck, let's say I post a truck tonight, I got Saturday, Sunday, and Monday to have that truck posted before I start looking and calling brokers on Tuesday. I may get like 15 to 20, maybe even 30 calls from brokers saying, "Hey, I got a load coming up out of XYZ. Do you have a truck available?" Yeah, how much is it going for? And they tell me something like 12, like, no, last time we ran that lane, we got for 17. Oh, well, let me put you on hold and call the my customer. They'll put you on hold for 1 second and get back on the phone. Yeah, well, my customer say he can do it for 1650 if you're okay. I'm like, yeah, okay, cool. I
Try to
ain't never,
play you exactly.
right. I ain't never ran this lane before. I don't know. I just threw a number out there because I know you called me.
That's funny.
But
That's
that's
pretty
how it
cool.
worked. And I
Yeah.
think Kevin, didn't you post your truck and they call?
Yeah, I had the box truck, and
Yeah. See?
I couldn't find anything for him, and I was on 123, posted the truck, and the after hours they called me back, an email, and then I had a phone call, but the guy wasn't his MC wasn't
Oh,
aged enough, so they wouldn't work with him, but
Oh,
it
yeah.
does work. It does work.
yeah.
Yeah.
Look, everything I'm telling y'all is what I actually done. So, or doing. So, and I know it works. It may took me a minute to figure it out and understand it more, but I know it works. And that's why I say y'all already, I done took all the battle wounds for y'all. So you already got everything. And hell, your biggest problem would be finding a carrier. And y'all got those just being dropped to you at any given time.
Yeah.
So now when I spoke to the guy with the power only, I told him, I said the options we have is um we could do loadouts, you could rent a trailer, um or we could at last option we could post your truck on their load board, and then they'll call us back.
Well,
So
honestly, you only want to do loadouts because you don't want to do dropping hooks, because when you do a dropping hook, they can pick that trailer up, and I mean they can do that in Baltimore and then turn around. They go to freaking that trailer got to be dropped off in Kentucky. You don't have nothing for them. And it may not be another dropping hook in Kentucky. And then the bad part about a loadout trailer, you get it for the 10 days, but then turn around. What happens if you pick that trailer up in Baltimore and it got to be in Houston, Texas in 10 days? That means you got to try to find that driver all these routes going down to Houston, Texas within 10 days, because they charge you anywhere from $250 to $500 a day that trailer don't make it to where it need to be.
uh,
Secondly, you get that trailer down in Houston. What if you ain't got no trailer down there for them to pick up? That's why I say it's better for them to rent one. And honestly, they're making in 1 week, that driver can make anywhere from 5,000 to 15,000. You telling me you can't afford to give up $600 a month? $600 to $1,000 a month for a trailer, and you can make all the money you want? I literally have a driver right now that's renting one of those trailers. She rented it for 3 months. And in June 30th, she got to drop that trailer off. She literally sat there and said, well, I like the way we're moving now. I wish you would have had another trailer because I sure would have got that one. But I'm just going to go on and rent this one again. because I'm not finna sit here and go back to us trying to find a load, find a trailer. I'm stuck in Texas and all of that until something come up, or I got a deadhead damn near out of Texas to go to the next state just to go pick up a load because they don't have no trailers there. Like, yeah, that's the purpose. That's why I tell everybody that rent a trailer. Just rent a trailer. And if you making that money, I mean, I ain't counting your money, but I damn sure know if you making 60 grand a month on the high end, $1,000 shouldn't be nothing to you. That should be a kick in the bucket. Unless you a crackhead and
Yeah.
you something.
When you
That's what Andy
you
was
pulled
saying
out
today.
that,
Huh?
I didn't know it was that cheap. When you pull that website up, I didn't know it was that cheap to to
But you
rent
know
a
what?
trailer.
Honestly, I was doing research on it because I was trying to find companies that was selling trailers so I can get them. And they popped up. I was just sitting here looking like, okay, and I'm talking to them. And I was kind of hesitant at first because, they got broken English. So it kind of felt like I was dealing with somebody selling me a Dell computer or something. So I was a little skeptical. And I'm like, well, I don't know. And my driver, she was like, well, you know what? Let's just give it a try. If it worked, it worked. If it don't, it don't. So I felt bad, like, damn, if this don't work and you out that money, I'm feel real bad. So I told her and I did a contract and was like, look, if it don't go like you think it should, I'll give you half of that back because I did recommend them and I did find them. And she was like, okay, you don't have to, but I was like, I don't want it on my conscience. So we went on and she went and did it. She liked it and she's willing to do them again. I got on my knees and thank God because I'm like, whoo, I didn't want to
So
give up
what
those. I did
what
not want
do
to give
they
up
ask,
that 350. Huh?
what they ask for? They ask for a credit card to hold.
Nope.
Uh,
Basically, nope. What they do is they all you got to do is fill out the it's like a form. It's like a lease form,
mhm.
and you got to send over the the three documents and your and their insurance. You just add them as a certificate holder, and then you just make that payment, and they tell you where to go pick that trailer up at, and that's it.
And that's what Andy was saying today to me about the guy who talking about coming out of for those guys coming out with the power only out of that area. That would be the best thing to do to see if they wanted to, just rent a trailer. He come out better.
Yeah, yeah. So
Today.
look. If your drivers are not sitting here trying to improve their business, then you don't need that's the driver you don't need because if they hackling over $600 to $1,000 and they making anywhere from 5 to 15,000 a week, that's not who you want to do business with. Because and I tell everybody that and some of y'all that I send drivers to, ask them when I talk to them, what is the one thing I tell them all the time is if you're looking for a dispatcher and that dispatcher don't have a TMS system, that dispatcher is not invested in their company, what do you think they give a damn about your company? If you don't invest in yourself, hell, who gonna look at you? Who gonna want to do business with you? You ain't putting no money in your own self. So why should I trust you? You ain't got my best interest in intact. I mean, look at it like this. So when you talk to a driver, look at it like this. If you go to somebody's house and their house is filthy, are you gonna ask for a glass of water or get something to eat there?
Mm-mm.
You're gonna go to somebody's house that's clean and is spotless. Well, not even so much spotless. Stuff ain't all over the sink. Everything ain't messed up. Yeah, you got something to drink. But you go to somebody's house and it's just nasty. your mouth can be dry as a desert. You like, I'll be
I'm good.
back. I'm going to right, exactly. I'm going to the gas station or something. But that's how.
I ain't hungry.
But that is how you have to look at these drivers. If you're not willing to invest in your business, then I can't work with you because I see this going to be a headache. Because every load I book you, it's not going to be the greatest load. But that load that you look at, they're saying they ain't paying much. Okay, it may not be paying much to you, but I'm getting you somewhere where the next load is going to pay you a lot. I'm trying to make it where you don't have to deadhead from Louisiana to Atlanta. Every
And
load.
Keith,
Hmm?
you remember when you said one of your first drivers that you had, he everything that could conceivably happened with him.
Oh my God, yes. And his name
And
was
he and
Robert.
he taught you, like, like kind of the ins and outs. It kind of feels like this is happening with this guy with me.
Oh, that's what's gonna happen.
So
That's what's gonna happen. And I
so
kid you not.
it's showing me like different things to do and different ways to go. Like how to maneuver. So
Yep.
it's
Yes. And that's exactly, and I kid you not. And it was hilarious because my wife would be sitting there looking like, why don't you just let him go? It's like, no, I mean, this is the only driver right now. And I spent almost 3 months just trying to get one driver doing all this cold calling stuff. So I'm not letting him go. No. When I tell you this man said here, any and everything that could go wrong will go wrong. I was under the impression if you get a reefer trailer, oh my God, you can do both. You can do dry and you can do refrigerated. Oh man, this is the best thing in the world. He had ice cream. The damn reefer went out and he didn't even know it. The whole
mm,
load was no good.
milkshakes.
Yep. Then we had a load. I got this load from TQL. Shocking. And when I tell y'all this, I got the load from TQL. The load paid, it was posted for 36 and it was kind of late. And she was about to leave. The broker, she was about to leave. And I called her and I was talking to her and she was like, look, y'all want this load? I need y'all to pick it up like 4 a.m. Can you do that? It's like, yeah, we good. Turn around. She said, okay, you can do that. Let's do 3,600. And I'm like, 36? It's like, but, and I shut up quick. And she was like, I know it's posted for 26, but you just saved my ass. I was like, okay, bet.
Yeah.
So then 4 a.m. Eastern time, supposed to go pick this load up. I don't get no phone call or anything. So I'm like, okay, we good. Come 8:30, she calling me saying, hey, did the guy go pick up the load? I'm want to say yes, but I'm like, let me call him. And this is my first mistake I ever made. I called him with her on the phone. And before I can tell him, the broker was on the phone. He talked about that load like it was everything but a child of God. And I was like, damn, Jesus. And I was like, hey, Rob, I got the broker on the phone right here. He was like, oh shit. And I was like, oh my God, why did you do this? And she was kind of salty. And she was like, where are you at? And he was like, well, my fuel is leaking, so I ain't make it that load. All hell broke loose. So I was just like, man,
Wow.
So I kept him because everything that could go wrong, it he showed me, and it was like every day was something. So I was like, okay. And when I finally let him go, was the day I signed up with OTR, and I was talking to Cal, and I was telling Cal, well, I got one driver right now, and this driver here is the worst of the worst. And he was like, how? I was like, you ever watch Charlie Brown? Every time Charlie Brown finna kick the ball and Snoopy pull the football away, that's him. And
Slap rock.
right, and he was like, I was like, I'm Charlie Brown and he's Snoopy. Cause I just keep on doing the same dumb thing with him. I just keep booking loads and keep getting screwed up. So Kyle was like, yeah, man, that's messed up. So it was kind of like nonchalant. So I'm like, damn, why did you hear me vent? And then you just said, man, that's messed up. So the next day, Kyle called me. It was like, hey, are you looking for new drivers? Like, yeah. And he just started sending them. And as he was sending them, I was just getting them out there, getting them out there. So that's how that relationship started. And the first that first week when OTR sent me over the my deposit and I saw how much it was, I was trying to be nice to just avoid his calls. Then he was like, hey, we got any loads? I didn't respond. So then he called me on my cell phone. And I was like, look, dude, let me just be honest with you. You are the worst of the worst. And I can't do
Dang.
this no more. And he was like, damn, what's wrong with you? So I was telling him, he was like, nah, man, it was just bad luck. It's like, yeah, well, I won't have no more bad luck with you. And from there, I let him go. And I can still go into the task. I can go into task factoring company because that's where he was set up with, and I had a portal with them. I can still go in there, and at like the first couple of months, he was doing okay. Then all of a sudden, he wasn't invoicing no more, and then it was just like account deactivated. So he just went out of business. It's like, see, so you're gonna get a driver that's gonna sit here and they're gonna give you hell, but stick with that driver because anything that could go wrong, that driver is gonna happen, and that driver is gonna teach you how to deal with it, and it's gonna give you tougher skin too, because now I'm telling y'all to just walk away from a driver. Trust me, when I first started, I didn't do that, and it was just like I was stuck with that driver. But now I'm more seasoned to be able to say, you know what, nah, you don't fill it out, I'm done.
You can see it coming.
Yep, you can see it coming a mile away. Denise, your hand is up.
Talking so long. Got about me, but I was just letting
No,
you
because I
teach the
had
class.
my screen wasn't up to see all y'all, so I just clicked it back on.
Yeah, so I had the questions that I wanted to ask was the Zoom class you had yesterday, was it recorded for the new members that you had yesterday?
No.
Oh, that wasn't recorded. And the OTR that you have up here, is that a free platform to use or you got to pay? That's a subscription.
OTR is their platform to link you to your drivers. You don't pay for nothing for OTR. OTR pay you. That's how you get your invoices and stuff.
Okay, so that's a free. Okay. All right. Oh, I had another question. Now that everybody has their invite to Easy Load, is it possible? I'm just saying, is it possible when we all have some time, can we all go up on the meeting and can we all play around and book a load or something like that and just put some information in so I'll know what I'm doing so I don't have the jitters when I'm ready to
You can do that now. Once you set your stuff up, you good to go.
yeah, I'm all set up already.
Yeah, anybody can go. Y'all can go in there.
Yeah, I'm all set up.
Y'all got 15, y'all got what, 14 days? 13 days of trial period.
And what did you say about us being able to, we should check out the little app that we supposed to send to the guys, send to the
It's
driver,
just the driver's app.
and we just go on
Yeah, you just go in there, you just download it, and you can just use it just like you're a driver.
and it's called the same thing, Easy Loads.
Yeah, easy loads, and you'll see the little what's that thing? The little icon.
Like a leaf.
Do
Yep.
you have to have an MC number?
No. You just go in there
It
and
look
set
like a
it. You
leaf.
just go in there and set it up, and they're gonna once you download that app, it's gonna give you a it's gonna let you download it. It's gonna give you a code because you're gonna put your phone number in there. It's gonna give you a little code, and that code is gonna have you open it up, and you able to just go right through it.
And as far as the, what is that, Uber Freight, where to tell the driver, tell the
Uber Freight, the
carriers to,
drivers have the carriers have to set that up,
right. And
and
then we'll
then
be able to click it on.
no, they have to give you their login to get in.
Okay, right. Well, yeah, of course.
Okay, but you said you went through the whole process with them yesterday.
The whole process was what yesterday?
You said you had some people, yesterday you had a Zoom meeting yesterday,
Right.
or was it today? Was
No,
it
that was
today?
yesterday.
Okay, and you said you went through the whole process with them on Easy Load.
No, we did that today
Oh, okay. Was that recorded?
for Easy Load.
No, was that you talking about today's meeting right now meeting?
Yeah, that was today. We just went over it today.
Okay, but you said earlier, you said, okay, so I went through the whole process.
No, I said they wanted me to go through the whole process.
Oh, that was today on the Easy Load.
Right.
Okay.
No. Shanada wanted me to go through the whole process step by step on from start to finish. And I said I would do that today because everybody in the class would be able to do it. And yesterday I didn't have no drivers that completed loads. So I
But this
went
is
in there.
but this is what I was thinking. If everybody can pull their own page up, Easy Load page up, and we can go in and create a driver. We can all of us can go in and can create a driver, and then all of us can go in and can create a load. That way we'll know if you can just tell us, okay, so put this load in or whatever, like, that way we'll know how to do it. So we won't depend on you so much.
So I will put some Raycons in. I mean, there's Raycons in Teams that you can use.
All right, so we can use the Raycons that you already gave us. Okay, we could
Yeah.
do that. I could do that.
Yeah.
All right. So how do I connect with OTR?
You call when you ready to get set up and everything, you call let me see. You call Trey because Trey will be here. Trey is here now, so he'll be back Tuesday. So you get Trey a call Tuesday and tell him you ready to get set up. So you gotta have your bank account. And what else they need, y'all? Because it's been so long for me.
Yeah, a blank, um, you need a blank check with your routing number and your bank number. And
Okay, I can give them a letter
yeah,
because we don't do blank checks anymore. I can give them a letter of the routing number.
yeah, and they'll set you up. And if you had a driver, they would link that person to you. But my suggestion to you is, Denise,
Hold on one second.
to
Go ahead. Go ahead.
to to, to get yourself kind of comfortable, just call a broker and introduce yourself and say, look, um, I have a driver. He has a box truck. You might or might not have a MC number. They might ask you for it, and just say, look, I'm looking for loads. And you in New Jersey, say he's in New Jersey, and he could go anywhere. And just start talking to them. They'll give you stuff. You know what I mean? They'll say, look, all right, we have this going here and that going there and this coming back this way. But just call and start getting yourself comfortable with making phone calls to those brokers. But I think you try to like overanalyze things. So you kind of like had to jump and learn to fly on your way down.
Okay, so all right, so call some brokers and just get a feel of asking
Yeah.
for, well, I don't want to call and I don't really have no driver.
All right. So call a broker and say, look, I'm a don't call yourself a dispatcher. Say I'm a logistic manager and I'm looking for box trucks. You have any box trucks? And they say yes, we do. All right, can you send them my way? And you say yes, and they send them to you. They give these people to you. You get them set up and all that, and then you start looking for loads for those people. You don't necessarily have to book loads for those people, but you practice booking loads for those people. This way you get comfortable with being on the phone with these brokers. Does that make sense?
Right, right.
Hot damn. Hello.
But just start. Just start somewhere because I had to do